This is 5-Minute Feng Shui, episode 68, using your Zodiac sign to find love. Welcome to the 5-Minute Feng Shui podcast, where each week I talk about how to move energy and make money. You'll learn how to create a prosperous home and an abundant life using classical Chinese Feng Shui. I'm your host, Katie Weber, publisher of the Red Lotus Letter, Feng Shui Easing for Wealth. Each week, I'll cover Feng Shui topics that can help you improve your life, share inspiring stories, and always end with 3 easy-to-implement Feng Shui tips that you can put to work right away, and usually in about 5 minutes. Now let's get started on the 5 minutes that could change your life. Hello there, and happy February, the month of love. I love February, and I love Valentine's Day and all those hearts and flowers. We just had the Chinese Valentine's Day, which is actually the 15th day of the Lunar New Year, which coincides with the full moon. And, everyone around the world can appreciate that the full moon is one of the most romantic things there is. It has such a feminine and tender and loving pull to it. And we know how important the moon is for women. I mean, it regulates our cycles. It has a strong pull on all of us because we're made of water. So think about all that energy that the moon exerts on us as just as a physical being, pulling up all that sort of tender feeling that we have for one another, for our loved ones, for our family, just that heart energy. It's so beautiful to experience that full moon. Now, of course, if you're single and you're searching, those full moons are not as much fun when you're by yourself. But let's talk about a really potent method for bringing somebody into your life. Now, I am all about energy, and this is one of the best ways to use energy to bring someone special into your life and to help you create the energy that supports magnetically pulling, like that full moon does with the tide, with water, with our heartstrings, how it pulls on them. We want to create that sort of pull, that magnetic pull for you, using your own personal energy. We know that looking for love and swiping left and swiping right, so often finding a suitable partner or mate online or dating websites or bars or the connections of friends is really our only way to find somebody. But I believe that you can put all of those into place, whether it's online dating, being out and being social, and so on, as well as activating your feng shui to create the type of energy that magnetizes you for more love. And one of the people who has done this to the best effect is actually someone who I trained as a feng shui consultant, and she lives in Houston. She's been a feng shui devotee for a long time and is an absolutely fabulous person. And one of the reasons that she wanted to come to my class to learn feng shui and to work as a feng shui consultant, but really to learn it for herself, was because she wanted to find someone special, and she turned to feng shui to help her find her new love interest. And in fact, I've had several people who have come to my master consultant courses because they wanted to be married. And guess what? They both are. Both of the women who specifically came to my feng shui training came because they wanted to have love in their life. And in fact, this woman who shared with me this wonderful technique and how it worked for her, is not only married and still married. This is years down the road. She's not only still married, she's also the mother of 2. So this is a very powerful and potent technique for anyone who is really dedicated and single-minded about creating the kind of energy that helps them draw someone to their lives, that helps you create the type of energy that brings love to your life. And that's what we want to do. You can't just, put a heart or a flower or a wish out there and think something's going to happen, right? We have to make action. These were very single-minded women, and it amazes me that they've both achieved what they wanted. I'm so proud of them. So now, Andrea had said when she wanted to meet someone, like she was said, okay, I'm really going to have to pour everything into this. It's time for me to meet somebody. So she knew that feng shui has worked for her with her career, with her personal life, but she really wanted to draw someone special. The dating thing, she was tired of doing that. And so she decided that she was going to activate a particular energy called peach blossom luck. And this is the luck of love and attracting love. And just like blossoms attract bees, we can create the energy that attracts love to us and attracts somebody that we want to be in a relationship with. And Andrea suggested that anybody that's interested in attracting a mate should also bear this in mind, that you have to proceed with a little caution, because when you really employ this and you work at your love life, you may not be ready when it is. So be ready and be open to create, once you create this energy of what it brings to you. And I'm going to say, I believe in making sure that you pick and choose carefully and cautiously. And here's another thing to think about. You may just be surprised at how well it works. Now, how do you do this? So using how did Andrea do this? So using her Chinese animal zodiac sign, she activated this peach blossom direction, and that's when things began to change. She noticed that she started not just getting dates, but just invitations in general, social invitations, texts on her phone, on her Facebook account. She noticed that in addition to also getting more dates, she also just improved her overall social life. And she even admits that she had heard from an old boyfriend. And she said in total, it really took about a month before she noticed things really start to sort of pick up momentum in her dating life in particular. So this is a really potent technique, and I think it's something that as long as you're committed, it will be committed to you. So make sure that if you try this technique, don't be discouraged if things don't happen right away or you don't get calls right away. But here's what you've got to do is just make sure that you're open and receptive to those calls when they do come, and that you stick with this technique. Now, for instance, when she began activating her peach blossom direction, she noticed that her dating options steadily improved over the ensuing months. And it took about 4 months, but that's when she met someone very special. And they've been married now for, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, and they have 2 children. How about that for a great feng shui love story? And the other woman that I know who took my course, Just for Love, has also been married a number of years now, and the 2 of them are just so in love and so happy. Isn't that great to hear? So if you're ready for love and to meet somebody new, it takes a little effort, but activating your peach blossom direction will help you find somebody special, help you attract more interest, open up your social life. And that's never a bad thing, because we know sometimes it's just numbers, right? And if you can meet enough people or have enough exposure to enough people and opportunities to meet someone, then you have a greater likelihood. So we really want to make you as attractive as possible energetically to attract someone. So how did Andrea do this? So for instance, for her peach blossom direction is west. So she activated the west corner of her house with a yellow vase and 7 white flowers, as well as a figure of the animal associated with the west, which is a rooster. Now, every year, all directions for peach blossom are all in the primary compass directions of north, east, south, and west. And these zodiac signs are represented by the love animals are the rooster, and this is for the west sign, the horse for the south direction, a rabbit for the east direction, and a rat for the north direction. Now, these are the peach blossom animals. Those are the directions or the animals and their corresponding directions, which I've got a whole chart. If you go to redlotusletter.com and put in zodiac sign, you'll see this article come up on my website that gives you a whole chart that tells you exactly which zodiac signs correspond to which peach blossom sign. But I'm going to go through those with you in just a moment. So let's talk about Andrea. So how she did this. So the yellow vase that she used is productive. It's an earth element, and it is productive for her west sector. Okay, maybe it's a little technical, but what's important is the yellow vase that she used and the white flowers. The white flowers represented her personal love direction for her zodiac sign, and she placed 7 white spider mums in the exact corner of the compass direction of the rooster, exactly at the rooster hours. Now, each zodiac sign, each peach blossom sign has their own set of hours. So you want to follow the hours associated with your peach blossom sign. Now, she did this once a week without fail, putting in new flowers every week right there with the rooster symbol right in the west in her pretty yellow vase. And she bought fresh flowers every week. And she did this in the west corner of her house, not her bedroom. Now, if the west corner of your house is a bathroom or a garage, maybe you're not going to want to activate that exact west corner. You can use the west corner of your living room. Stand with a compass in the center of your living room and look for the exact degree of your peach blossom direction. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. So if you're ready to activate that peach blossom luck, this is how she did it. This is how you can do it. So let's start with those steps exactly for you. So the first one is that you need to know your Chinese zodiac sign. This is how you find the peach blossom direction. Now, bear in mind, if you're born between January 1st and February 15th, you really need to double check to be certain that you know the correct sign. That's because the people born in those months, in January, February of the year, are very likely to be the animal sign of the previous year. And that's because in Chinese astrology, they follow the Lunar New Year, and that Lunar New Year can fall anywhere from mid-January to mid-February, and that can change your zodiac sign. So if you go by the years only, and you go by those restaurants, the Chinese restaurant placemats, you could be the completely wrong sign, especially if you're born in January, February. So really double check that. Now you can use my Chinese calculator to find your zodiac sign, and it is exact to the date of every single year. So you can absolutely rely that you're getting the absolutely correct zodiac sign. So once you know your zodiac sign, then you want to activate that peach blossom sign associated with it. So let's go through those really quickly, and let's talk about how you do this. So if you are a rat, a dragon, or a monkey, your sign, your peach blossom animal is the rooster. So you're going to want to activate the west corner of your house or living room between 262.5 degrees to 277.5 degrees. And you're going to do this once a week without fail between 5 and 6:59 p.m. So that's the evening time, like maybe when you get home from work. And the item that you want to display is a figure of the rooster. You can find roosters just about at any decor store. You're going to want to order a yellow vase, and you're going to want to use 7 white flowers. And while you could use silk flowers, I believe that the more invested that you are in it and the more this becomes part of your life, that you're putting your energy into finding your perfect person, using fresh flowers each week, finding one day once a week that you do this. So maybe you do it on a Friday or a Saturday or whatever day it is, and that's how you do that. So make sure that you're gonna find those fresh flowers, and that you do that once a week. I think this is really important. And you keep this up for, I would say, at least 12 weeks, if not maybe even 16 weeks. Just do it as long as you are in search for somebody new. Now, if you're an ox or a rooster or a snake, your peach blossom sign is the horse. The horse represents the south direction between 172.5 degrees and 187.5 degrees. Now, you want to get this exactly right because it's really important, because those are the exact degrees where the horse lives in the Chinese zodiac. So we always want to orient within those 12 degrees. Now, you're going to add a figure of a horse, and you're going to add 9 red or pink flowers in a brown or a green colored vase. So look online is probably the best place to look for a colored vase. It might be kind of hard to find at your local Michael's store, Hobby Lobby, or where you're looking for it. I think you probably find it on Amazon or something like that. Now, if you're a tiger, a horse, or a dog, your peach blossom animal is the rabbit. Now, the rabbit occupies the east corner, and that's the direction and compass degree readings of 82.5 to 97.5 degrees. Now, when you want to activate this corner of your home or living room, remembering again, if this is a bathroom or a garage or a laundry room, then you're not going to want to activate this, your love direction, in this corner. You'll do it in that corner of the living room. And you're going to find these degrees by using a standard camping compass. And you're going to go to any Walmart or sporting goods store will have one for, $6 or $7. So it's not a big investment, but it is a big investment in getting it right. And that's what's so important. So you're going to activate the east corner, 82.5 to 97.5 degrees, with a small rabbit figure. You're going to do it at the hours of 5 a.m. to 6:59 a.m. So early in the morning, maybe when you first get up, you're going to add a rabbit figure, 3 blue or purple colored flowers in a black or blue vase. And that will activate the rabbit peach blossom sign for tiger, horse, or dog. Now, if you are a rabbit, a sheep, or a pig, your peach blossom animal is associated with the north, and it's the rat. I know that doesn't sound like love, really. When you think about a rat, you don't think of love with a rat, but that is the symbol of your peach blossom sign. That is your animal. So you'll want to look for a figure of a rat, and you will want to activate the north corner of your home or living room at 337.5 degrees to 352.5 degrees. And you're going to do this at the rat hours, which are 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. So late at night. When you want somebody to snuggle up close to you, you're going to want to activate the north corner of your living room or your home with a rat figure, 1 blue or purple colored flower in a white or metal colored, like silver or gold vase. I personally like the blue flower in a white vase. That happens to be what I think would be the best activator. And then once you do that, you're going to start doing this. Pick a day that you want to do this, and pick a day that you do every week, and that you go out and you buy those flowers intentionally, and that you place them intentionally in the proper place, in the proper direction, with your peach blossom sign in the correct degrees, and which you're going to find using a compass, right? So this is really important. Here's the other nice thing about this that Andrea brings up, and that's so important, and that is when you are single and you're looking for somebody, you really need to activate your whole social life. And this is a really good way to do this. And it's a good way to attract people of all varieties. So whether that's male or female, maybe somebody you don't really want to date and somebody that you do want to date, as well as attracting friends and opportunities to do things socially, which I think is a really fantastic thing and is a wonderful way to, especially if you're single and you're looking, doing things with friends, it just makes you feel better. And I think when we feel better, we're more inclined or more open and receptive. Our energy is out there for attracting someone. So just make sure that you do your due diligence, that you make sure you put yourself out there. You do your very best to look your best, to be your best. That means, what is it? Men say the sexiest thing a woman can wear is a smile. And I absolutely believe that is true of both genders. And I think that, if you're friendly and open and willing to go out and take those dates that maybe you don't want to, because you never know. I remember thinking that my husband was not the right guy for me because he was kind of, yawn. He's a scientist, but he also had to be 6'2" and really broad shoulders and a great athlete. But even so, I thought, oh man, he's just like too nice and that kind of thing. Yes, I got caught up in the too nice trap. Yes. And am I ever glad that I had a little sit down talk with myself and said, really, is that a problem, Katie? I asked myself that. I really did. I had a little mental back and forth with myself internally. And I can still remember where I was sitting, what I was doing, thinking about it, going, really, whose problem is that? Is it his problem that he's too nice? Or is it my problem that I don't know. I just want to go out with the race car driver kind of guy or something. That's ridiculous, right? And then I said, give yourself a chance to try dating different types of guys. And I'm ever glad, because this year we'll be married 30 years. And so, sometimes having those little self conversations is a good idea. And I don't know if you've had those conversations. The other thing is be willing and be committed. Be committed to your determination to find somebody. Just like the two women who took my master consultant course, I really believe that being committed to looking for someone and finding someone in your life is enormously helpful. If you plant that stake in the ground, I'm going to find somebody, and then you go, I'm going to go on 100 dates or 200 dates this year or however many dates, and I'm not going to turn anybody down, and I'm going to go and I'm going to say, hey, if it doesn't work out, well, check that box. That's another fish I can throw back in the sea. And you know what? I think the more that you are open to opportunity, the more opportunity is open for you. That's what's critical. So I left myself open for opportunity and not talk myself out of an absolutely fabulous guy who is just the sweetest person. And I would have missed 30 years of foot rubs. Let me tell you, I would have really, really missed out a lot. We would, he's my best friend, and that's really what it's all about. He's my best friend, and he's my partner in life, and I love him dearly. So that's what I wish for you. Okay, let's wind up on those 3 tips like I always give you. Number 1 is know your zodiac sign. Absolutely. Make sure that you know, especially if you're those January or February babies, really, really important. Go to my website, redlotusletter.com, and check out your zodiac sign. Just, even if you think you absolutely hands down know it and you're born in the height of summer, go check it out anyway. You just never know. And be absolutely certain. Number 2 is be active in your love life. That means be willing to go out on 50 dates, 100 dates. Set a goal. I want to go on 100 dates, 100 different dates with 100 different people or whatever it is, and be actively putting yourself out there with friends, with people, and letting people know, yeah, I'll go on a blind date. Yeah, I'll go on a setup. I don't care. Sure, you bet. Absolutely. Be open. Be willing to get out of any kind of rigid roles or ideas that you have about meeting somebody. You just never know. The person that you think is not right for you might just end up being. My case is a cautionary tale of how I could have let one get away. Number 3 is work on your personal chi. Can't say enough about this. That means your appearance, your complexion, your attitude. Yeah, your complexion, actually. You want to definitely have a glowing complexion. And if you are looking for somebody new in your life, here's what I want to say is make sure you dress in bright colors. Think about nature. When nature is its mating season, they go, it's all of the colorful plumage, and color attracts. And this is so important. Find those colors that are great for you. And in fact, if you want to, you could even use the colors of your peach blossom animal. Let's go through that. Rooster is white or gray. The horse is red or pink or orange, any of those bright colors. The rabbit, wood colors of brown, dark beige, green, any of those nature colors. The rat would be white, gray, ochre, like a yellow color, but I think really your white is such a power color. White and gray, those are your 2 colors that I think would be the absolute best for you. Wear lots of blingy jewelry. If you're a rabbit, wear pretty stones the color of like jade or turquoise. If you're a horse, well, what are we talking about? Red colors, right? Rubies and garnets. If you're a rooster, diamonds, clear crystals, anything yellow is also excellent. And also amethyst is pretty much great across the board. So there you go. You've got your 3 tips. You've got your corners to activate. Hey, if you meet someone new, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. It just thrills me to no end to know that Andrea has been married now for many years and has 2 children, and her life is just doing great. And so is my other master consultant who took my course just to meet someone, and darn if she didn't. Anyhow, wishing you the very best in your search for love, and I keep in touch. Let me know how it goes. Take care. Have a great time. I'll see you next week on the next episode of 5 Minute Feng Shui. Thanks for listening to 5 Minute Feng Shui today. The year of the rat is coming, and I want to share with you where you can find money, love, and opportunity in 2020. And it's all in my annual Feng Shui forecast, the Success Pack. You get a full year of in-depth Feng Shui details about how to use the energy of the year for success and prosperity. That's because every year we're showered with a Roman candle of opportunities for money, abundance, love, and opportunity. You just have to know where they are. And my Year of the Rat Feng Shui Success Pack includes all the details for every house and every zodiac sign. You also get this year's lucky clothing, handbag, and wallet colors. So be sure to go to redlotusletter.com/rat for all the details on the Year of the Rat and how to make this year the year of your dreams.